Hi, I'm Diana Irie-Vaughn, Chair of the Washington County Board of Commissioners. Every year, we look forward to the many programs we bring you in our parks, whether it be in Mingo, Cross Creek, 10 Mile, or on the trail. We always enjoy seeing you out and about. Unfortunately, because of social distancing and COVID-19, we cannot see you personally, so we decided to put together a series of videos so you can still enjoy the great outdoors and learning all about Washington County.
Hi, this is Washington County Commissioner Larry Maggi. I'd like to welcome you to the Washington County Parks and Recreation online programs that we're going to be doing for the next month. The Washington County Parks and Recreation Department will be having some online activities for family and for our young people, and we would like for you to join us. They will be on the Washington County website, and they'll also be on the Washington County Commissioners Facebook page. Washington County has some of the best parks in Pennsylvania, and we certainly encourage you in this summer when we're able to come out and enjoy those parks. Now we hope you enjoy these online programs that we have provided for you. Thank you.
Hi folks, County Commissioner Nick Sherman here. I'm up here standing in front of the Parks and Recs door, and I wanted to talk to you about a series of videos that we're going to be shooting. Normally what we have in the summer is a bunch of educational programs. However, due to the COVID-19 pandemic, we were unable to do it this year. So what we wanted to do is make sure we still have some informational and educational videos for people of all ages. Please enjoy. Thanks and God bless.
Hi everybody, my name is Sarah Sandin. I'm a program coordinator with Washington County Parks and Recreation Department. I'm here to talk to you guys about some mammals. Today we are focusing on some of the larger mammals here in Pennsylvania. We are calling this program Foxes and Bears and More Oh My. So to get started, I go over some vocabulary in my earlier programs. Please refer back to those if you have any questions. I talk about what is a mammal, nocturnal versus diurnal, prey versus predator, just some things that I talk about while we're going through our discussion today. So the first critter I'm going to talk to you guys about are some canines, some members of the canine family here in Pennsylvania. To start, we're going to discuss the foxes. We have two foxes here in Pennsylvania. We have a red fox and we have a gray fox. They are a little different in many reasons. They reside in two different habitats. The red fox weighs about 8 to 12 pounds. Here's our red fox. Whereas our gray fox weighs around 7 to 13 pounds. I always like to kind of consider my red fox our fairy tale fox. We hear about him in stories. He has the big bushy tail, as you can see. Foxes are very opportunistic. They like to pretty much eat whatever they can get their hands on. Mice, rats, rabbits. They are very fast. They can swim if they would need to. Our gray fox, a very cool fact about our gray fox is the gray fox is the only member of the canine family that can climb. If you have a computer at home and your parents let you, it is very cool to YouTube a gray fox climbing. It's pretty nifty to kind of check out. Foxes live about 10 to 12 years. The red fox prefers sparsely settled rolling farm areas with wooded tracts and marshes and streams, whereas gray fox over here are going to be more commonly found in brushy areas, swampy lands, and rugged mountainous terrain. Gray foxes are more dominant and aggressive than red foxes. Red foxes are a lot less bothered by people, and that's where you're going to see them in a lot of more, settled places. Also, both of our foxes live about 10 to 12 years. And as you can see here, along with their furs, I do have a picture of what their tracks would look like. That is how their tracks would look like. So what we are going to move on to next is our eastern coyote. Our eastern coyote is the largest canine found in Pennsylvania. It is an immigrant, the origin which is likely involved to be interbreeding between coyotes and gray wolves. So the male coyotes in Pennsylvania, they weigh about 45 to 55 pounds, whereas females weigh about 35 to 45 pounds. Coyotes are monogamous, meaning they maintain pair bonds for several years. They use a variety of yips, barks, and howls to communicate with one another. They are primarily nocturnal, and they sometimes do often hunt during the daylight hours, especially in the morning. They are found in heavily forested northeast and north central regions of the state, in dairy and cropland areas, and even around the heavily populated areas. Coyotes are generalists, and they have a wide variety of food items in their diet. Deer is a very dominant food, and also rabbits and groundhogs rank not far behind deer for their main food items. So some things I have to show you for the coyote. I do have a lot of pretty cool things to show you. Here is a specimen of what their track would look like. So if you saw their track on the ground, this would be what it would look like. We do have a coyote skull. As you can see, they have some pretty large teeth to take down some pretty large prey. Also, we do have a coyote scat here to show you guys. That is what our coyote scat would look like. If you would see that in a field around your area, that could very well be what that is coyote scat. So next, we are going to discuss a member of the feline family here in Pennsylvania, and that is a bobcat. The bobcat gets its name from its bobtail, and as you can see here, it says bobtail. That is how they get their name. An adult bobcat weighs 18 to 24 pounds, with the larger males weighing as much as 35 pounds. Bobcats are strong swimmers, although they usually jump creeks or get across them on fallen logs, and they are also excellent climbers. They are mainly nocturnal, but they sometimes venture out in the daytime as well. Bobcats are colorblind, and they only see shades of gray, but their large eyes are well adapted to see in the dark as well. A pretty cool adaptation of a bobcat that I like to talk to all my groups about is the underside of their belly. It does help them in being able to hunt for their prey. So, as you guys can see, the top part is a little more gray and brown, and that would blend in perfect with the forested floor, right? So when you turn them upside down, their color changes a little bit. You can see some speckles, some spots, some white color throughout their body. And the really cool part about that is because we talked about bobcats climbing. So a bobcat climbs, right? And they can be up in a tree, and say a rabbit is coming underneath of them. When you look up through that tree, what do you see? You see some speckles of sunlight shining through. So he blends in a lot better when he is up in a tree because of his belly colors. Bobcats are strictly carnivores, meaning they eat strictly meat. They do not consume fruits. And as you guys can see, I do have some prints to show you. They are similar to a cat print, but not quite. And that is how a bobcat print would look. Our last critter we're going to talk about is a bear. The bear is one of the largest and among the most secretive animals that live in Pennsylvania. It is the black bear. So black bears are usually black, but some may be a cinnamon color. There are a few that are cinnamon colors that are caught here in Pennsylvania. Bears walk in a shuffling, flat-footed manner. Each foot has 5 toes on the bear, each with a curved claw. Their top speed is around 30 miles per hour over social distances, and bears climb easily and also swim well. I do not have a fur to show you for our bear today, but bear is a very cool mammal here in Pennsylvania, so I always want to talk about it. Bears do have poor vision, and they are most active at dawn and dusk with lower activity levels during the day. They can also become nocturnal to avoid human activity. They are pretty opportunistic. They do eat vegetarian manner, and they do eat small mammals. They also like to eat our garbage. We all know that. Bears do enter a hibernation in the early fall. Their winter den might be a hollow tree, a rock crevice, cavities under large rocks, or a nest beneath the roots of other fallen trees. A wild bear can actually live up to 25 years in the wild. Age is determined by examining a tooth in a cross-section underneath a microscope, which a biologist does. So once these bears are harvested, a tooth is pulled, their weight's taken, and all of those things are shown up to study these bears and where they're moving and all of those other fun facts that might help a biologist to tell these. Here I do have a picture of the tracks of a bear to show you guys. And like I said, unfortunately, I do not have a fur. I wish I had a fur. I just want to thank you guys for joining me these last couple days to talk about the mammals here in Pennsylvania. I hope you guys learned some very great information. If you guys have any questions or want to learn some more, feel free to reach out and look at the Game Commission's page. Their game notes is where I got all of this information from on these mammals. So any more you want to find out, you can reach out on their page and check that out. We thank you guys for joining us for these virtual programs, and we hope to see you guys soon again in the park.